It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. One player to watch in this one is C.J. McCollum, coming off a year where he won the Most Improved Player award, Kenny. What was the big change in his game?
Well, the big change is the first time he's got an opportunity to play for consistent minutes. You know, I thought he always had ability, just didn't get the opportunity. The injuries held him back early in his career. But his shooting percentages have been very solid since he came into the league, Ernie.
What do you think, Shaq?
Ernie, a couple years ago, you would have said McCollum. I would have asked you who he played for. But now he's just playing and playing with more confidence. Plus, Ernie, when you can shoot like him, confidence is what takes your game to the next level.
Time to get to Kevin Harlan as he gets ready to call this one. Here comes the opening tip.
If you came for battle, just expect to bleed. Oh, I'm a born survivor. Don't count me out, 'cause what don't kill me only makes me stronger. 'Cause what don't kill me is only more to conquer. Makes me stronger.
We are live from Portland, Oregon for a Western Conference contest with the Trailblazers. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. The Mavericks looking for a strong start to this road trip. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
Yeah, and to say these guys are hot right now would be putting it mildly. They've come into this game playing arguably the best basketball of anybody in the league.
Yeah, the system and their execution, everything for them has been in sync.
And before the game gets started, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. David.
Well, Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle is known for his command of X's and O's, and he demands the same from his players. He tests them with tablets. They're shown a clip, it freezes, and then they're asked what they should do next. Zaza Pachulia said, I was like, come on, a test? I did this in school, but not in basketball. But it works. You take the tests, and you start to remember things better. Evan?
Great stuff, DA. Thank you. And Brent, both sides can line it up from deep in this one. That's a given. How much does your defensive approach change when you're facing a team that can hurt you from deep all the time?
So you think about that, Kevin, that for 48 minutes, you not only have to do what you have to do on offense to get back at the team, but defensively chase around guys who can bury you from 30 feet.
Exhausting.
And if you have a lapse in your concentration at any point, that can cost you 3, 6, 9. Should I keep going?
Keep going.
It'll happen that fast.
Right. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Matthews out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Curry. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Farrell in at the point. Plumlee with the screen. There's the triple. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now the dish to Nowitzki. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Wes Matthews last summer coming off surgery to repair a torn Achilles tendon. Greg, were you surprised to see the Mavericks laid out 4 years and $70 million under those circumstances?
A bit of a gamble, but with the technology of recovery today, they had to feel pretty confident. And one of the toughest, most dedicated players we have in our league, they said if anyone could come back from this, it would be him.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And with Dirk Nowitzki setting screens in the pick and pop and Coach Rick Carlisle's schemes, the Mavericks always have the foundation for a terrific offense.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Curry against McCollum. The shot by Lillard wide open. That one off the back iron and out. And the Mavericks with great ball movement and player movement, and they limit the turnovers.
Yeah, a disciplined group. They have a clear concept of what they're trying to do, and one of the top teams in the league in terms of catch and shoot attempts. They keep it moving side to side, and the players off the ball stay in constant motion.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Mavericks making the shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And Mason Plumlee, 6'11", very athletic, but despite that, he's not a big-time rim protector.
No, but he is very mobile, and if he can get his body in front of guys who are attacking the rim, he can certainly be a disturbance in there. You ask the scouts, he's improved quite a bit defensively over the past couple seasons.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, a former 5-star recruit, won a championship in college. Plumlee still finding his way a little bit here in the pros.
Outside Matthews. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Nowitzki a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Barnes can't get it to go.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
And good defenders know it's about angles. Got great position and really bothered the release point.
Now here's Lillard. He had 27 points last game. Pass to Vonleh. Tries again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, if there's a Rubik's Cube of scoring in the league, Lillard has figured it out, including getting to the free throw line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls. Damian Lillard most dangerous from the perimeter, but he's really worked on his finishing inside.
He's a superior athlete, so he's learning right now how to get his shot off on the inside with all the length and athleticism of an NBA big man. He's working on that floater, finishing through contact. I think he's making big strides. He's getting more and more confident in that area.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Always a steady hand there at the free throw line.
Farrell passes to Curry. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Hits the jump hook. Nowitzki's got his first basket. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lillard with it. He's got 5. McCollum with the screen on Curry. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. Now here's Curry. He had 22 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Turner with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And Turner kicks to Vonleh. He feeds it to Lillard. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Farrell passes to Curry. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
Well, we really did see an all-out effort from them defensively that night. I'll remember that win much more for the quality of their defense more than anything else.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Down low, here's Turner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
More and more, Damian Lillard becoming that dangerous playmaker. Does a great job there finding the open man.
Farrell passes to Curry. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barnes. That one's off. Still out of sync. Trailblazers leading by 7. Turner with it. Matthews covering. Over in the corner, Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
And Dirk Nowitzki, wow, just continues to climb that all-time scoring list. You know, now he's in the top 10, and I think he could get to the top 5 before it's all said and done. And a lot of times we view greatness based on that window where they're at their very best, but we also can view it when you look at guys who can sustain a level of excellence for a long period of time. And that's what I think really separates Dirk Nowitzki from so many others.
Both free throws good from Nowitzki. And Nowitzki alongside Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, and Kobe Bryant as the only players to score 27,000 points or more with one franchise.
Kevin, you think of the Mavericks, you think of Nowitzki. I mean, the greatest Maverick player ever. He's up there with Hakeem Olajuwon as the 2 greatest international players in league history.
So it's the Mavericks now. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Feeds to Nowitzki. Three-pointer. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Now here's Turner. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Lillard outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 15 points.
And when he's in this kind of scoring rhythm, Lillard can make the toughest shots look easy.
Farrell passes to Matthews. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
It was a big, big night for their bench, no doubt about it. When the backups were called on, they were ready. They never missed a beat with the second unit on the floor.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Noah Vonleh.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Second in free throw percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
Mavericks trail by 9. Barnes outside. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. And that's off the glass and in. 9 points in the game so far. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Plumlee with the screen. And Lillard gets double teamed. McCollum against Matthews. It's good.
Just like it when he gets in there. McCollum using his wingspan to take advantage.
The Mavericks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Farrell. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. And that one's good. Barnes.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 17 at the top of the key. Plumlee. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Mavericks trail by 7. Out to the wing. Wide open look. Aminu grabs the miss.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact it the way you wanted to. So nothing going right now.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
And Turner kicks to Lillard. Portland again missing. Mavericks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Pass to Barnes. Nowitzki with the screen on Aminu. And here's Barnes for 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Man, when he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
Now here's McCollum. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte. Lillard, right side, 6 on the shot clock. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Lillard's got 20 points.
He's given them a little bit of everything this quarter, but his scoring has been absolutely dominant.
And the Blazers going a bit younger, kind of revamping on the fly. Brett, do you like what they've done?
I really like what they've done, Kevin. And to me, Terry Stotts deserves a lot more credit for sticking with what he established offensively, even with one of the franchise's best players in LaMarcus Aldridge leaving. And the incredible three-point shooting they lost with Wesley Matthews. Terry Stotts stuck to the same offensive system, and I think they've reaped the benefits with Lillard and McCollum.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Well, this is what he does. He is a threat to generate points every time down the floor.
Portland leading by 8. Inside. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the Mavericks call time here. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
So for the Trailblazers, Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Plumlee. Reese Harkless comes in for Turner. And Krebs subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Measury, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Powell comes in for Barnes. Anderson, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Devin Harris subbed in for Farrell. Here's Finney-Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Right wing. Dallas moving it around. And stolen by Cram. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Portland converting.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
Powell kicks to measure, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. A minute 42 left in the first. Aminu dishes to Lillard. And another three for Portland.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Harris passes to Anderson. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the call will be against Justin Anderson. That is his first foul of the game. .115 left here in the opening quarter. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And a missed layup. And Farouk Aminu gets the whistle that time.
Go the other way.
That's his first foul. Mavericks trail by 13. Left side Anderson. To the inside. Leonard with the steal.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
On the wing, Harris. Covered by Lillard. Harris dishes to Anderson. To the paint. Shoots from 14. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Powell's got his first basket of the night. Portland leading by 11. Now Crabbe. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
And here is Harris. Back to Anderson. Here's Mejri. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Well, a wiry yet strong 6'9", Aminu defends equally well on the ball and in help situations.
And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And the Trailblazers have really been rolling, haven't they?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
No kidding. Found that range. Now they can't stop pulling the trigger.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Harris is out there with Curry. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Anderson. And it's Bogut in at the center position. Just 2 to shoot. Curry outside. Crabbe pulls it in. Portland leading by 11.
Well, Allen Crabbe was a go-to scorer at Cal, but I remember a scout saying that he plays defense in a tuxedo. I'm not sure if that was meant as a compliment. Crabbe is making some major strides on the defensive end, though, and with continued minutes, we've seen continued confidence, a good 3-and-D type player who's still emerging.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harris kicks to Powell. Screen by Bogut. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Crabbe. Takes the 13-footer. That one rolling around and rims out. And Crabbe making more hustle plays, trying to earn his keep.
Well, you want to see where he's gotten better. Watch his feet. Defensively, dramatically improved in that area. So being a two-way player, that's an asset.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's a reason Dirk Nowitzki is still going strong as he closes in on 40 years of age. He said the summers are a beast. You get up in the morning, leave the kids, and go work out like a maniac. But I feel good, trying to find a good mix where I stay in shape, but I don't overwork. I'll try anything at this point and see if it works. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A., a true professional. And it's blocked.
A great shot blocker from the combo forward. Aminu's length helping him there.
Yep, that one goes.
Good decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapsed.
Trailblazers leading by 13. McCollum outside. And there's the feed to Crabbe. Knocks down the three ball. Crabbe's got 5 now.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Dallas calls timeout. And C.J. McCollum, one of the most efficient mid-range jump shooters in the league. It's a shot, Brent, a lot of defenses are willing to live with. And I guess he is too.
Yeah, he should be because he's very, very good at it. He's still developing his ability to finish in the lane over the top and around bigs, but that mid-range shot, so effective. He comes off a pick, he gets into the lane, and with great timing, can drop it on you.
Vonleh's checked in for Portland. And Dallas also making a switch. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Justin Anderson. Here is Harris. A 14-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Now here's Barnes. It's a 16-point game. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Trailblazers.
And really, it's been the guards who have powered them into this substantial lead. They say it's a big man's league, but tonight it's all about the little guys.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Crabbe in the corner. Kicks to Leonard. The pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. The 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Down low, here's Barnes, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Well, I think they've always said speed, Brent, is a premium in this game of basketball.
Well, it's amazing by position who it is you think about, Kevin, with regards to their speed, because power forwards in this game today can take some long strides and really start a fast break with just a couple of steps. Probably one of the tougher covers in the league is Draymond Green in Golden State, with the way that he can play multiple positions and use his quickness against some of the big guys who try to defend what it is that he offers up.
Here is Harris, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Harris kicks to Powell. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Powell's got 5.
Downtown marksman, always a little surprising how consistent he is from deep because he's such a big guy.
They set the screen. Here's Crabbe. That three off the mark. Mavericks trail by 16. Barnes passes to Harris. Bogut with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Harris kicks to Barnes. Here's Bogut. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Aminu. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. It's McCollum with the drive. Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Up top, Powell. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Curry. Dallas needs to get off a shot. With his first shot attempt, it's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Mavericks have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Myers Leonard, and it's Turner in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Dallas with a change here too. Wesley Matthews checked in for Curry. And when you think of the Blazers' history, Brent, this is a team with a somewhat star-crossed history when it comes to injuries.
Yeah, I remember in the early part of the 2000s, Kevin, how the Portland Trail Blazers were the most feared team. There were championship aspirations at that time, but it's been 10 years now, and maybe some of that bad luck that's always surrounded Portland has worn off.
Farrell's checked in for Harris. Powell with the steal. 3-on-3. Barnes with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Farrell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Barnes. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside Turner. Now here's Crabb. He's covered by Matthews. Clock at 6. Crabb dishes to Vonleh. No problems knocking that one down. Vonleh's got his first bucket of the night.
I like the versatility of Vonleh, still getting his feet wet and building some confidence, but he can already score in a number of ways.
On the wing, Barnes. And the shot no good, a bit short. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. McCollum kicks to Crabb. They set the pick. Pass to Turner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Crabb dishes to Turner. Plumlee with the screen. Vonleh. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And that's the passion coach wants to see from Vonleh. Not only does he crash the boards, he goes right back up to score.
Powell, the pass to Matthews. Hits the jumper in space. Trailblazers leading by 13. Now here's Crabb. 5 points in the game. He kicks to Vonleh. There's the triple. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Matthews passes to Farrell. Now here's Bogut. Defense right on him. Screen by Bogut. And Matthews kicks to Powell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Farrell. Screen by Bogut. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
Well, a good first quarter, good second. This could be a big night.
Farrell passes to Matthews. The dish to Barnes. Bogut with a screen on Turner. Powell for 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
He's the last guy on this team that you want to leave alone. Great look.
McCollum dishes to Plumlee. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Mason Plumlee, one of the better finishers in the league, especially when he gets a little room for a launch pad. He gets explosive. His offensive game mostly limited to shots at the rim, so effective on the roll when he does make the screen.
The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And that one misses. And Plumlee still developing, Brent, his shooting touch. His free throw percentage, that's another area for improvement.
Yeah, a little in-between jumper for Mason Plumlee wouldn't hurt his offensive repertoire either. He's made impressive strides as a passer, though. That's one thing the coaches have remarked about. Inside making decisions for a big man for offensive continuity.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Farrell. There's the triple, and they will call over the back on the play.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound, just a little too aggressive.
And Portland has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Crabbe kicks to Plumlee. Lillard up top from the arc. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Outside Matthews. Passes to Finney-Smith. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Turner kicks to Harkless. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And team chemistry is so interesting to look at, Brent. You see some teams like the Warriors, players accept lesser roles. Andre Iguodala stands out, a Finals MVP 2 years ago. But in other teams, it's a problem. What creates, in your mind, that difference?
I think you have to understand who you are first and foremost. I know Greg Popovich all the time talks about guys checking their ego at the door and understanding how important it is for you to accept your role. And the quicker you do it, Kevin, the more you can accomplish in the season. Played many years in the NBA where a lot of guys did not understand what the coach was asking them to do until after the All-Star break. And after they accepted the role, the team would have this great run of wins.
Wonderful run.
But too late. If it was 2 months sooner, it would have been teams that would have participated in the postseason.
Coaches, GMs, they love the skill, but they also like the mind that goes with it and the framework with which they're going to play on that team.
It speaks to guys having maturity, Kevin, and that's sometimes hard to come by with how young the league is.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Beautiful feed there, using the bounce pass, textbook assist.
Lillard, right side. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard outside. To the paint. Plumlee, the pass to Turner. 6 to shoot. Back to Plumlee. 1:09 left here in the second. Inside. Harkless with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Turner leading the charge. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Farrell. Pass to Finney-Smith. Nowitzki a screen. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Defended by Harkless. Dallas moving the ball around. Clock at 2. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Now Crabbe, 5 points in the game. Lillard from outside, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And even after all those 3-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Feeds it to Nowitzki. Knocked away. Harkless with the steal. That'll do it for the first half. Trailblazers lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts is the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 26 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. An extremely potent first 2 quarters for him. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Well, Damian Lillard took control of this game. He's the reason they're ahead. He's got such a great mix of scoring and playmaking skills. As long as he keeps running the show with such precision, this game is theirs for the taking.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the 3 of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
Welcome back. Downtown Portland looking spectacular tonight from the air. Such a scenic location here in Oregon. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
There's got to be some consideration that double teams will be sent his way. Of course, that's going to leave someone else wide open.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Turner is out there with Vonleh, and it's Plumlee in at center. Here is Lillard. He dishes it to Plumlee. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And Blazers coach Terry Stotts doing a great job. Brent, his team has overachieved in recent seasons.
I'm not sure if it's overachieved because they've had some tremendous talent. But the interesting part about Terry Stotts is try to find him taking some of the credit for what's gone on there, and you just won't. He's just giving guys great opportunities. He's given those guys defined roles, and each one has stepped up for him.
Plumlee with the steal. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. McCollum's got 11 points.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
Now here's Barnes. Matthews, no one around him, and the three ball is good. He's got 10.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Plumlee with the screen. The feed to Lillard. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's so difficult not to foul Lillard. He has so many tricks up his sleeve, and you never know exactly how to shade him defensively.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First one falls for him.
Well, after Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard might be the most dangerous three-point shooter in the league at the point guard position. He has unbelievable range and extends that range when he's feeling confident.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And you look at Lillard, and Brenny's got the quick release on that three-pointer of his, doesn't he? He can get it up in a hurry.
Well, he's as close to what it is that we see sometimes from Steph Curry with being able to pull up off the dribble with some incredible range. He's worked on his balance and ball handling, and those two aspects really are feeding into everything he's doing offensively. Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Here's Farrell at the top of the key. Curry. Outside Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
This has been the kind of showing from him that everyone wanted to see. He's not going out of his way to force much, but when the shot is there for him, he hasn't hesitated 1 second to pull the trigger. Just a great night from the floor for him.
Portland leading by 16. McCollum dishes to Plumlee. Back to McCollum. He feeds it to Vonleh. And it's Turner off the drive. Vonleh kicks to Plumlee. Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Now the pass to Farrell. Kicks it to Barnes. The turnaround. And Evan Turner pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him. And Portland making a change here. Leonard's checked in. And then for Dallas, Anderson comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Harris subbed in for Farrell. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. McCollum kicks to Leonard. A stupendous finish in traffic. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Dallas calls timeout. Al Farouk Aminu He's checked in for Evan Turner. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 18.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Dishes to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Vonleh kicks to McCollum. Tries it from 19, and he nails the jumper. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
And without his sharp shooting, who knows where they'd be right now.
Harris passes to Curry. Pass to Nowitzki. Dallas, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now the dish to Leonard. Harris against Lillard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And anytime you see a player 7'1" who can shoot threes, Brent, that's going to draw some attention. But for Myers Leonard, still some work to do. Where do you think he can get better?
Well, there are minutia parts of a center's game that Myers Leonard can be better at. Better screen setter, try to be more physical at times, getting a few more boards and increasing his impact defensively. That can be a building block for his team.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Myers Leonard drafted out of Illinois. You saw a young, bouncy 7'1" big man, and everyone had him penciled in at the center position. He's proven to be much more comfortable playing on the perimeter as a stretch big, and his three-point shooting, when confident, is a great weapon.
He's off on the second. And you look at that release of Myers Leonard, a little methodical, not exactly a textbook motion, but Brent, it goes in.
Well, here's the thing, Kevin. If a center's guarding you, there's going to be plenty of space and time for you to load up from the three-point line. More than half of his shots coming from three-point range.
Just 4 to shoot. Curry outside, traps in the tray. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Lillard against Harris. Lillard misses. Mavericks trail by 17. Curry kicks to Barnes. Harris against Lillard. They set the pick. And here's Anderson from the arc. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Lillard gets double teamed. Vonleh kicks to Aminu. To the middle. Passes it to Vonleh, out left to the wing. And Lillard gets double teamed. The shot by Vonleh, no good.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim, but some stellar defense there stopped that from happening.
Curry kicks to Anderson. Back to Curry. Sinks that one from the post. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
I like that. Didn't force the jam, just happy to lay in the soft floater.
Curry against McCollum. There's the pick. To the paint. It's tipped. He kicks it to Aminu. Back to McCollum. He's feeling it. There's Vonleh. And he converts the layup. He has 6.
Even with the defender in his face, Vonleh makes the adjustment there necessary to get off a decent look.
Harris kicks to Powell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's Barnes getting it to go.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Yeah, he absolutely refused to back down there. Crafty lay-in.
That one goes. Count it.
And still trying to polish this side of his game up. Leonard looking very comfortable on that move.
Harris kicks to Barnes. There's the screen. Jumper off the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Barnes has got 14 points for the game.
He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me. Not tonight.
McCollum outside. Shoots off the screen. Again, McCollum missing. Mavericks trail by 15. Harris outside. Pass to Curry. Takes a three. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's the last guy on this team that you want to leave alone. Great look.
Lillard outside. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Anderson with the drive and finished off by Anderson.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Now here's McCollum. 13 points in the game, and the shot is good.
Great fundamentals and mechanics on the catch and shoot. McCollum needs just the tiniest bit of space to get that release off.
Barnes outside. Anderson outside. Feeds it to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Leonard with the steal. Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Barnes dishes to Powell. And here's Anderson for three. No good that time. Portland leading by 12. Aminu the pass to Lillard. Aminu against Anderson. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Becoming dominant in the catch and shoot, Leonard has really polished up the mechanics on that jump shot.
Now here is Harris. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside Curry. And Anderson has it in the corner. And it's Portland with the rebound. Leonard's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's McCollum on the wing. Outside Leonard. McCollum against Harris. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Aminu dishes to Lillard. The wide open look here for Vonleh. Sinks the triple. Vonleh's got 9.
He can hit from beyond the arc. We saw that from Vonleh in college. Now just trying to gain consistency in the pros.
Anderson up top. He's covered by Aminu. Barnes passes to Powell, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for C.J. McCollum. Averaging 23 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Harkless is checked in for Vonleh. Allen Crabbe comes in for McCollum. And Turner's subbed in for Lillard. Matthews no good. Portland leading by 17. Brett, you played for, what was it, 6 different teams over your terrific career. We're seeing less and less players remain on the same team for their entire career. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game of basketball?
I think it's a thing that just can't be avoided nowadays with the way the contracts and free agency are set up and the way the teams like to maneuver around. One of the things, Kevin, I think that's taken effect is a quick trigger from a lot of the younger owners that the NBA has where they don't have immediate success. They're not willing to go the patient route and wait for guys to develop, wait for guys to see their talent and come to fruition with the team that they're with. And so you'll continue to see plenty of player movement as the league moves on.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Anderson. And the pass to Finney-Smith. The feed to Anderson. Here's Finney-Smith. It's Matthews on the wing. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. The Trailblazers have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. Plumlee, he's checked in for Portland. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
One shot. One shot.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
Now here's Nowitzki. He's got 11. Pass to Mejri. And Matthews kicks to Nowitzki. Mejri, the pass to Farrell. Down low, Leonard with the steal. Here's Crabbe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
2.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
First one falls for him.
And not a guy who gets to the charity stripe a ton, but overall, Crabbe shoots a solid percentage from there.
Both good from the line that time. 8 seconds left in the third. Here's Farrell. He gets it up. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Trailblazers out in front, running away with this one. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, look, offensively, we're getting great looks. We're getting great threes. We're getting out. Just stay with it, all right? Keep knocking them down when they're there. Let's go.
Well, that's Terry Stotts happy with the pace right now and how they're running through options. They're on a roll right now, obviously, with the score.
Absolutely. This is how the offense is designed to work. Put the defense back on its heels and just keep attacking.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Farrell, and it's Mejri in at the 4 slot, and Davis puts it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And still a big wish list item for Commissioner Silver, creating a 2 years out of high school requirement for players coming into the NBA.
It's going to be interesting, Kevin. I'm all for anybody who has a talent to do something to be exposed to do it as soon as you possibly can. But for the good of the league, for the product as a whole, I think 2 years in college would be a great rule for our league. It'll save coaches time from teaching these young players how it is to be a pro and to play the pro game.
Harris is checked in for Farrell. They set the pick to the right side. The three-pointer is right on target. Here's Napier. Trying his luck deep, and the Trailblazers another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here is Harris to the paint. No good from Bogut. Here's Napier. Out to the right wing. The shot's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Measury the pass to Finney-Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And it's in there. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Harris with it. And it's something the NBA, Brent, has been discussing between the franchises for a few years now. What are your thoughts on having ads on NBA jerseys now?
Kevin, I don't really have a problem with it as long as it's tastefully done, and I hope the league does their due diligence in making sure that it looks respectable and we don't lose the beautiful, unbelievable logos that we're so familiar with, that we've seen for years and years, and that those colors are well represented.
No clutter, but we see so much of it in arenas with the music and the constant advertising that goes on scoreboards and around the building inside.
Well, they're there to make some money, aren't they, Kevin?
They are.
Okay, so.
Now here is Harris. Screen by Bogut. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The shot comes out, and the Trailblazers going the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dallas making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Harris kicks to Anderson. 14 feet away. Portland grabs the miss. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Well, it's something that we know goes on during play, but is rarely talked about. Brent, did you ever trash talk during a game or get trash talk too?
I heard many things. I pretended not to hear them,
Yeah.
Kevin. And the only time that
I can see you start to laugh, though, when you heard stuff.
I did. I found more enjoyment out of it, even though if it was something very personal, I still found enjoyment. And the only time that I would talk trash were the times that I got to play against my brother John, because I knew he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, and you knew his soft spots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brothers always do.
He has plenty.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Passes it to Connaughton. Portland moving the ball around. Davis sets a screen. Connaughton passes to Harkless. And now Bogut running the floor all by himself. Goes.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Oh, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Harris kicks to Anderson. Lets it go from deep. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Start it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Aminu. There's the pick. Plumlee with the screen. Vonleh dishes to McCollum. And with the rise of advanced stats, the big movement in the league, we've seen a bit of a backlash from the traditionalists and the scouts. We saw it in baseball. We're seeing it in the NBA. They say you have to watch the game to understand it. You can't boil it down to just numbers. But I think what you've always said is they can all work hand in hand.
The numbers are interesting, Kevin, and obviously if there's some way that you can combine what it is that you see and backed up by the statistics, it'd be silly to think that you could get more information and that in some way you can't use it to your advantage.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Anderson wide open.
But his offense just has not been there tonight, and he needs to step up his game because there's still time to recover.
Trying to get back on track, and it's Lillard missing. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Farrell. Nobody near Barnes. A 3-pointer, no good. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Well, he had a jump on it, had a chance to make the play, just could not steal the deal.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Matthews comes in for Anderson. And the basket by McCollum.
I mean, you could just see it there. He's got all the tools, and when it comes to scoring, there isn't much McCollum can't do.
Farrell passes to Nowitzki. The 15-footer, good.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
And this is where genetics may come into play, using that height, especially to get off the mid-range jumper.
Now here's Lillard. Plumlee with the screen. Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Matthews passes to Farrell. Nowitzki a screen. And a hot button topic in the NBA right now, intentional fouling. Brent, we've talked a little bit about it. What should the league do to take steps to cut down on the hack of player strategies that seem to be more in vogue now than ever before?
Of course, we always say just go up and make your free throws, big guys. But I think strategically there could be something done with the league, Kevin, that can make that rule very, very interesting. I've always thought that if the player as a center or whoever it is you're going to foul stays in the backcourt and never enters the possession, he can't be fouled. When he enters the front court, then you can foul him and put it at the free throw line. So what you're doing essentially, taking a poor free throw shooter and having to play 4-on-5 for a possession if you're willing to keep him on the floor. And from a strategy standpoint, I think it would make it very interesting.
Here's Farrell. He dishes it to Curry. Barnes outside. Tries a 3. Plumlee with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Aminu. And that one goes long. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And this is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
Here's Farrell, covered by Lillard. Here's Barnes. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And Brent, when you were drafted and played your first game, what was the biggest difference between the NBA and the college game that you noticed, in the first month or so as a pro?
When you step into an NBA practice gym, Kevin, and you watch a small forward or a power forward spot up and shoot 18-footers, you can immediately see the talent level and skill level difference between every college player and what the NBA player offers up. These are pros who get the job done, and you see it immediately.
Well, they always talk about the speed. I'm sure that plays into it, too. The difference in the speed level from college to pro.
Well, speed, strength, size, intellect. Tell me when you want me to stop, Kevin.
But skill is at the top for you.
The skill of the big men is something that you can immediately see and is decidedly different from between college and the NBA.
Great answer.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Here's Barnes. Got that bucket in no time at all. Barnes has got 10 points in just the second half.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
There's a good screen. Plumlee with the screen. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Farrell, covered by Lillard. Farrell passes to Barnes. Here's Farrell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 4. Barnes dishes to Nowitzki. Lets it fly. No good off the front iron.
Outstanding D there. They really got up in his shirt and made him uncomfortable.
Plumlee with the screen. Barnes against Aminu. He feeds it to Lillard. Beyond the arc. The Trailblazers rebound. Plumlee, no luck. Mavericks trail by 18. Outside Curry. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barnes. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play. And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Lillard.
Let me tell you, it's a tall order guarding him tonight, and nobody that they put on him was up to the challenge. And he's always such a difficult matchup, but in this game, he was completely and utterly dialed in.
And so here is Dallas following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Got a hand on it.
Well, you notice the length there from Vonleh, allowing him to get that shot block.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Lillard, trying to get back on track. 2 points, that one goes.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
A phenomenal effort level. These guys came in committed to dictating the action.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Damian. Congrats on the win. How has your game evolved within this offense?
Well, there's a lot of pick and roll in the NBA right now. Scoring point guards that stay in attack mode and make the right plays are the most successful. And, that's what they want me to be. They want me to make plays and be aggressive offensively, and I'm most successful that way. And I think I thrived in it tonight.
You definitely were on the move and successfully. Thanks again, Damian. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard. He lit up the scoreboard in the first quarter. Defenders tried to make adjustments, but were woefully unsuccessful. Clearly, his outburst set the tone for the rest of the evening.
Talking about Damian Lillard, one of the smartest basketball players we were watching. Passing ability, always gets the most out of his teammates. And his own scoring ability, he could shoot that thing too, Ernie.
The three-point shot was his best friend tonight, fellas. He finished the game with 6. That's 18 big points. It gave their offense a nice multi-dimensional look. They could pound it inside if they wanted, but when all else failed, they could just throw it to him, and he was reliable from deep.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.